Well, it's always fun to get together with friends and enjoy a meal out together. But one tricky thing that can come with that territory is what to do with the bill. Joining us with etiquette tips and tricks for splitting the tab is Mr. Manners, Thomas Farley. Thomas, I'm glad to have you here with us.
Great to be back with you, Grace.
Yes, absolutely. So I know I love getting dinner or lunch with friends, breakfast, whatever it is, but I know a complicated aspect of that can be that awkward thought of, okay, what are we doing with the tab here today? So splitting the tab is the topic today.
I am so glad we're talking about this because this is one of the most commonly asked questions is, what do I do if I'm going out with people consistently and they order way more than I do, or I don't drink and they do and they really do? What do we do when that check comes? So I'm hoping that we can give people some insights here.
Absolutely. Okay, let's talk. The first tip you have on here is to be mindful.
Yeah, so the mindfulness, it's two sides of the coin. So literally the coin. So if you are the person who's ordering a whole lot, and you know what, if you want the lobster and if you want the prime rib and you want 3 cocktails, I don't want you to be holding back. But if you are being aware that the other people at the table are not ordering anywhere near the amount of pricey entrees or number of courses or number of cocktails that you're ordering, you need to step up to the plate, again, literally here, and say, everybody, I had way more. Let me pay more. Because this is something you will forget long after this dinner, how inexpensive it was because of everybody chipping in to pay for you. But I assure you, the people who are paying way more to pay for your dinner, they are never going to forget this. So being mindful as the person who's ordering more to ensure that you're not trampling the rights of all the people who got way less than you did.
Absolutely, and I know I've been on that side of it before where it's like, okay, I definitely got the most expensive one this time. I'm going to pay a little bit more of this bill. But the other side of it, too, is, hey, you know, you're in a group setting, so being aware and mindful of what your dish costs versus maybe the rest of the crew is always just a valuable thing to be aware of when out to eat. And I see that the next tip on here is share family style sensibly, which kind of feeds into this.
Yes, again, literally, we're using all these very symbolic verbs here. So yeah, this is so true. So how many times have we been at a table where somebody says, "Hey, should we all split an appetizer, or let's go to this great family style restaurant?" And the plate lands in the center of the table, and no sooner as it landed, then hands are grabbing, spoons are spooning, and you're sitting at the other end of the table, and you're thinking, so glad I'm splitting the bill for this because I definitely am not splitting any of the dish.
Yes.
So make sure that everyone else has had firsts before you go back for seconds or even thirds.
It is always a bummer when you're like so excited to split an appetizer and you're so hungry and then you end up not getting a bite of it. It's like, oh, that looked good. Hopefully next time. So definitely a good thing to be aware of. Make sure everyone at least gets a first round in before you go in for that second or third. And of course, last we have on here, this tip is request a separate check.
Yes. So although this maybe seems petty or this seems like something for dining out amateurs, the fact is it's gotten far easier for restaurants and for servers to keep track of a bill by seat. So as long as you put that out in advance, and you can give any number of reasons for why you want to do it. I've got my kids with me and I want to make sure that we're not messing up the bill for everyone else. I might need to leave a little bit early and I want to make sure I don't disrupt things. Could I possibly get a separate check? A little word with your server goes a long way, and nobody at the rest of the table, frankly, really needs to be none the wiser, nor should they mind, because they're still ideally paying for a closer approximation of what they actually ordered versus looping you into the equation where you don't need to be.
Yeah, I definitely think that is a safe option that's always appropriate. If you have any sort of question, just call that server aside and say, hey, you know what? I'm going to just have a separate check this time. I think that's always a safe bet. All of these are very great tips to keep in mind, especially as you head out to eat with friends, with family, whoever it may be. Always something to enjoy, but some great information to keep top of mind. Thomas, how can people keep up with you?
Thank you so much, Grace. So, and talk about these issues at the table the next time you're out with friends, because I think the more we talk about them, the better equipped we are to actually handle them, and we want to relieve the awkwardness. So that would make me truly happy if people were actually talking about these issues. I'm at mrmanners.com, and that's Mr. is spelled out -manners.com, and on all social media platforms, I'm Mr. Manners, again spelled out, and look forward to hearing any questions that your viewers may have. Please bring them on.
Wonderful. Thomas, thank you so much for this information and your time today. And of course, if you would like to connect with Thomas, see if you have some sort of etiquette question that has just been stirring inside you, no worries. We'll connect you with how you can connect with him over on our website, ciliving.tv.